Contingency file codename, the Overencumbered hero. Category, Dragonblood warrior, Shout-Wielding champion. Subject analysis. The Dragonborn, hero of prophecy, slayer of dragons, and the very embodiment of versatility. This is a person who can shout entire mountains into submission, absorb the souls of dragons, and then casually spend an afternoon deciding whether to save a village or rob it blind. They're a walking contradiction, bound entirely to the whims of, let's call it a higher power. One day, they're the savior of Tamriel. The next, they're punting cabbages off a cliff or fusrodaing poor Lydia into oblivion. But while their choices are inconsistent, their power isn't. Swordmaster, sorcerer, assassin, no matter the build they choose, the Dragonborn is a force to be reckoned with. And if their path ever leads to tyranny or destruction, stopping them won't just be a challenge, it'll be an epic showdown. The Dragonborn is a mortal blessed, or cursed, depending on who you ask, with the soul of a dragon. Born with the ability to wield the Thu'um, powerful shouts that channel the ancient language of dragons, they can bend reality itself with their voice. Their skills are whatever they decide to specialize in. A master of melee combat, they can cut through entire armies with enchanted Daedric weapons. As a mage, they can summon firestorms, freeze enemies in place, or heal from mortal wounds. If they favor stealth, they'll slit your throat before you even hear the unsheathing of their dagger. Their adaptability is unmatched, and they're as dangerous with dragon shouts like Fusro-Da as they are with spells or blades. As for motives, well, those vary. Maybe they're trying to save the world from Alduin the World Eater. Maybe they're leading the Dark Brotherhood or ruling Skyrim as a Thane in every city. Or maybe they're collecting cheese wheels and shouting goats off cliffs because, why not? When your existence hinges on the choices of a capricious higher power, anything goes. If the Dragonborn turns rogue, or worse, becomes a puppet of a Daedric prince, the consequences could be catastrophic. This is someone who can level cities with their voice, manipulate time itself, or bend dragons to their will. Their power is legendary. If Tamriel ever learns what it means to fear its greatest hero, it'll fall to me to remind the Dragonborn that even dragons can be grounded. Now let's break them down. Taking down the Dragonborn is less about defeating a single powerful foe and more about managing the chaotic unpredictability that comes with their immense versatility. This isn't just a warrior, it's a walking multiverse of choices, a hero, a villain, or everything in between. I need to account for every possible path they've taken, and that's where the real challenge lies. I'd confront them in the heart of Skyrim, but not just any place, the throat of the world. The reason? Because if they do want to yell at me, it's better that I choose the location where they've most famously done it, where shouts like Fusro-Da can send an entire army of bandits flying. Of course, that's where the Wayne-Tech Magitech combat suit comes in. The suit is specifically designed for magical and physical combat, with arcane shroud emitters capable of shielding me from their Thu'um. These shrouds will dampen the force of their shouts, so I don't end up being thrown off the mountain like some hapless NPC. The key is to neutralize their magic. The suit has ward amplifiers that absorb their spells and reflect them back at them, which is especially handy when they try to pull out Firebolt or Ice Storm, two of the more basic spells they love to spam like every other sword and sorcery protagonist. Let's face it, they've got the magic of the gods, but they're not exactly subtle when it comes to using it. I'd also deploy magicka-draining stealth drones that siphon their energy over time, reducing their ability to shout, summon, or heal. If they've invested too heavily into their destruction skills, these drones will slowly drain that, leaving them vulnerable to physical strikes. If the Dragonborn somehow overcomes every measure, nullifying shouts, resisting enchantments, and breaking through my defenses, I'll activate the carry-weight overload trap. By using an enchanted stealth drone, I'll discreetly drop thousands of pounds of iron daggers, cabbages, and wheels of cheese directly into their inventory. Suddenly burdened by an unmanageable load, they'll collapse under their own greed, or curiosity. They won't be able to move an inch. The strongest shout in the world means nothing if you're stuck waddling like you've just looted Whiterun's entire armory. The Dragonborn would be secured in a magically reinforced stasis cell, warded to suppress magicka, nullify shouts, and negate any chance of escape. But here's the twist. The cell is intentionally missing one key feature: a bed. Why? Because everyone in Skyrim knows that no matter the crime, no matter how severe the punishment, the Dragonborn can just take a nap to serve their sentence. Without a bed, time won't pass, and escape becomes impossible. Add in an auto-locking inventory spell that prevents them from picking locks or smuggling in tools, and they'll be stuck pacing in frustration, forced to actually serve their time, dragon soul and all. No shouting, no sneaking, no cheese wheel hoarding. Just a hero trapped with nothing but their regrets and the realization that sometimes preparation beats prophecy. If you have suggestions for future contingencies, I'm open to them. After all, no threat, no matter how mythical, is beyond preparation.